Welcome to InvestorTube. I'm Jeffrey Cross. Today we are pleased to have with us Joe Kozak, CEO and Chairman of ANTs Software, ticker symbol on the OTC bulletin board, ANTS. This morning, ANTS announced a major global OEM agreement with IBM to sell and support innovative Sybase to DB2 migration technology developed by ANTS Software. Joe is with us today at InvestorTube to share with us the significance of this announcement. Here now is InvestorTube correspondent Annabella.
What is the significance of today's news for your company?
This is nothing short of a breakout for ANTS. After 5 long years of development and close collaboration with IBM's largest customers, we are finally at the point of announcing general availability of some very, very innovative software.
Why did IBM choose ANTS Software to be its OEM partner?
It's a very interesting story. We did a number of pilots for IBM's largest customers, one of which is a multi-billion-dollar financial services organization here in New York. The CIO for this organization clearly understood the value proposition that ANTS Software brings to the table. And it was at his suggestion that following 5 months within their lab where they tested the scalability, the performance of our software, and felt good about the results, that he suggested that we contact IBM and have a 3-way strategy session.
Has the product been used successfully by other companies?
We have been working on this product for 5 long years now. We've done successful betas with over 24 different organizations, and it has surpassed their highest expectations.
Is there anything like your product on the market today?
No, there's not. I know that's a bold statement, but there is not. This is one-of-a-kind, disruptive technology that we have developed over the last 5 years, and we enjoy first-to-market and sole advantage in the market today.
Do you expect agreements of a similar nature in the future?
The agreement that we have in place with IBM today is non-exclusive, so therefore we could work with any database vendor. However, the relationship we have with IBM is very, very, very good. So good, in fact, that by customer demand, we are actually we have started work on the second model, which we hope to have out by the end of this year. And the database vendor that we are targeting in this model is 10 times the size of Sybase, 10 times the market opportunity than what Sybase offers today. So I expect that even though we could work with other database vendors, that we will continue to work in a win-win relationship with IBM.
Thank you, Annabella. I'm Jeffrey Cross, and welcome to the financial analyst portion of InvestorTube. As a seasoned analyst on Wall Street with over 2 decades of experience, we look at companies for investors and look for things that people don't generally see to the obvious. You held a conference call today to explain this recent announcement to investors. What sort of things that investors looking at you for the first time who may not be aware of ANTS Software, what sort of things would you like to leave them with so that they are interested and can recognize the value that your company affords?
The market that we play in is $20 billion and growing by 10% a year. It's dominated by 3 main vendors, IBM, Oracle, and Microsoft. They control about 80% of that $20 billion market. Outside of the top 3, there's population of over 100 or so smaller companies. We have spent 5 years and $80+ million working on a product that for the first time enables global companies to move their applications from one database over to another. Most of these companies find themselves today through mergers and acquisitions, through software acquisitions over the years, through different department heads buying software on their own, they find themselves in a situation where they have 10 to 15 different databases within their environment. You know how many they really need? 2. One to keep the other honest. That's it. What we offer for the first time is the ability to go from 15 to 2.
If I understand this correctly, your product will enable companies to utilize less systems, be able to be implemented with any legacy system that's in place, have lower costs, as well as faster results, and use less energy. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. All of these organizations have several 100,000 employees. And typically when you introduce new technology, you have to worry about change management with all these different employees. Ours is back office. The end user sees no difference whatsoever.
So you can take significant share in this marketplace, walk into any company right now that has any number of legacy systems, cut the number of systems they have, increase their efficiency, lower their energy costs, and basically your competition is nil because your IP is so strong?
That's exactly correct. This is one-of-a-kind technology that's in the hands of IBM right now.
Now, as you switch from being this company that's developed this very unique technology into what clearly could become a very significant commercial play, what are the things that you think about as you have to roll out and shift to realizing possibly significant commercial revenues?
The most important thing that we focus on every day is building more and more IP, intellectual property. We are fortunate in the business model that we have developed to not have to worry about trying to market and sell this product. More importantly, imagine, if you would, us trying to go into large organizations and not just trying to sell the product, but how about trying to provide 24/7 global support in such a unique and important part of their business, their database. It won't happen. So the model that we put together enables ANTs to continue to develop more and more intellectual property while allowing IBM, the largest and most well-respected IT organization in the planet, to market the product as an IBM product, to globally sell it in organizations where they have deep-seated relationships for the last 50 years, and to take their existing support centers around the world and support this product as well 24/7 in their global organizations. This is a perfect model for both parties.
With such a disruptive technology and one of the largest partners for sales and support anyone could ever dream of having as a small company or a big company, an IBM, aren't you a significant target for a takeover?
Yes, we are. However, we have invested significantly in getting the company to this point in time, and our intention at this point in time is to continue to operate as a standalone, highly profitable and successful company. If the end result turns out to be an acquisition, so be it.
Sounds fantastic. DB2 SQL skin for Sybase is something that investors may not have been aware of before today, but certainly we're going to be hearing a lot more about this in the future, and I expect it to be something that every company should want to implement. With such a fantastic opportunity, it was our pleasure to have you here today on InvestorTube, and we wish you the best of luck in the future.
Thank you. Very much appreciate the opportunity to be here.